Okay, we have seen the concepts of arrays, why these are important. Okay, when you want to okay. So okay, so the arrays, we discussed the concept of arrays, why these are evolved. Okay, so when uh, if you want some few numbers, the same type of same data type, if you same data type you want to declare some n numbers, like some 10 to 15 variables, if you want to declare with the same data type, instead of declaring those many variables and handling them, it is very tedious process. Okay, and you may miss some variables. Okay, just like number 1, number 2, number 0. So like this, if you declare, so if there is some thousand elements, if you want to process of same data type, if you create thousand variables, you cannot handle all at a time, and you don't know where you will miss. Okay, your program will be like it is all like a mess. So instead of that, if you want to uh, keep some number of elements of same data type of same kind, you can use arrays. That's where arrays are very much important. Okay, even the memory for all these elements will be stored uh, side by side. Okay, sequentially the memory will be allocated for all these arrays, so that the accessing of the elements also very easy. Okay, that's why arrays came. So declaring an array is very easy. So data type, and you give two square brackets, and you'll give your variable name. Okay, from there you can access, you can insert values into that, and from there you can process the arrays. Okay, we have different types of arrays. We will see each one individually. Okay, how we can process the elements. Okay, so now I am going to, there are few types of arrays. That is one is single dimensional arrays. These are very common, we use in our day-to-day programming life. Okay, dimensional arrays are the simplest form of arrays. These types are store number of types of predefined type. Okay, so if you have a predefined type, means if you want to store some 100 integer values in variables, then you will use some integer data type, and you declare the array with a specified size. Okay, this single dimensional arrays or any other dimensional arrays, the thing is you have to initialize the arrays with the length. Okay, so the length is very much important. If you don't declare that, you cannot access. The length means, on my screen you can see int square brackets and then int array. Okay, int array is equal new int in square brackets 3. 3 means it says the size of the array, means the max the elements you can store is 3 elements in this. Okay, that's what this means. Okay, this is how you declare a single dimensional array, and we'll see with an example how we can create an array and how we can insert values into that, and how we will process those arrays. Okay, that one we'll see. So single dimensional arrays you can declare in the following ways. Okay, you can declare and you can assign the values at the time of declaration only. Okay, that is you take some integer type, that is static int array, and equal to new int of 3, means the maximum 3 elements you are storing in this variable, and the 3 values in curly brackets you can mention just by specifying a comma between the uh, numbers. Okay, 1 comma 3 comma 5, means In static int array, position 0, the value will be 1, and at position 1, the value will be 3, and at the position 3, the value will be 5. Okay, and the same way, if you want to save string values into an array, the syntax or whatever the example defines how you can declare and assign values. Okay, that is a string array, okay, equal to new string of size is 5. Okay, and then you are giving some values here. Okay, and you can directly assign the values whatever you want. Here no need to define the size of the array, it automatically takes the size of your array, means the size of elements, the number of elements you have given in those curly brackets, it treats that as the size of that array. Okay, that is another type. And you can initialize the dynamic length array as follows. Okay, even the dynamic length you can give like this. So new string square brackets, and you give the elements, the number of elements, it will take automatically the number of elements as the length of that array. Okay, so we'll see with an example this one. Okay, this is my program which demonstrates different types of arrays available in C#. Okay, the very first one. So if you want to process that is a single dimensional array, I am giving 1. Okay, enter value for 0. So I am taking some 5 values here, my program takes. Okay, and then I'll give some values like this. Okay, okay, these values has to print. There is a small mistake, I forgot to give here I. Okay, now I'm going to run it again. So the values you can see 12, 23, 34, 45, 56. So it gives, sorry again, this is position. I have to give values of I have given the position. Okay, you can see the values in each position of that array is printed here. So this is how you can access single dimensional arrays. Okay, these are very much useful when you are processing some collection of data. Okay, and even when you have a same data type elements, there are more than 2 or 3, you don't want to, then if you want to create many variables in your program, that will be great confusing for you. If you keep everything in an array, you can process easily. That's why the arrays came. Okay, these single dimensional arrays are very much useful. So you will use these single dimensional arrays in your day-to-day life very extensively. Okay, that is one. And then we have multi-dimensional arrays. Okay, so multi-dimensional means you can have the dimensions. So this single array means this is only one dimensional, like this is only horizontal. Okay, multi-dimensional means in each horizontal again you will have some verticals, means I can say you have you are walking in a road. Okay, so that road may have some crosses. Okay, right side or left side you may have some crosses. So this is how multi-dimensional also. So you will have many roads and many elements. Each element is again part of another array. So the dimension says like you can have two-dimensional arrays, three-dimensional arrays, and n-dimensional arrays. So it is just like if you give the dimensions, 2, 3 means the dimension 2 into 3. The max you can store 6 values and you can point by the dimension. Okay, you can give a two-dimensional array means you can give 2 comma 1 means it will directly point to a particular element. Okay, it is just like a matrix. If you see a matrix in maths, so how we will access that? 2 0 0 0 0 1 0 2 and 1 0 1 1 1 2 like that, right? The same way the multi-dimensional also, we save the values in dimensions, and the dimension position we will pass and we will get the element value. So these are also very much useful when you are dealing with some kind of reports or some kind of graph processing mathematical things. Whenever you are processing, that time these multidimensional arrays are very much useful. Okay, so the declaration is very simple. On my screen you can see string in square brackets a comma is specified. That means it is a two dimensional array. Okay, and then a multidimensional array can be fixed sized or dynamic sized. So you can define the size fixed or dynamic. You can see the below programs int square brackets, a comma is given, numbers equal new int of 3 comma 2 means you will have in first dimension 3 elements and the second dimension it will have 2 elements, means 3 into 2 total 6 elements it should have. So you can see inside these curly brackets, okay, the very first element again given in curly brackets, that is 1 comma 2 means that defines 3 comma 0. Okay, that 3 comma 0 0 value will be 1, 3 comma 1 means 2, sorry, 3 comma 1 means 3, 3 comma 2 means 5. Like that the values are divided. Okay, that is what this one multi-dimensional arrays. Okay, we will see with an example this one too. So I have written a program to store all the values into a dimension, and at the same time I want to print at each position what is the value I have entered, and I want to see after entering, after giving the input. Okay, so now I am going to second option, that is multi-dimensional arrays. Enter value for 0 comma 0. For our easy purpose I have taken only 2 comma 3, that will be 6 elements it will take. Okay, 0 comma 0 1, 0 comma 1 2, 0 comma 2 I'll give 3, and now 1 comma 0 4 5 6, and you can see this is written like this. Okay, if you want to print this one in a matrix form, we can print like that also. Okay, what I will do, console dot write, and I will just print this value, no other values, and after this I'll print a line. Okay, okay, now it is 2 1 2 3 4 5 6. You can see the output 1 2 3 4 5 6, they are given in a matrix form. This is how they are saving in backend. Okay, so any doubts on this, or are you guys are okay with this. So I hope you guys are okay and you understood this concept. Is it fine? Okay. And then we have jagged arrays. So these are also one kind of arrays available in C sharp. These jagged arrays are nothing but arrays of arrays. Okay, you have one array, in that again the first element will be another array. Okay, so like that you can have n number of arrays in n number of elements. That's how the jagged arrays are defined. So jagged arrays are the arrays. The elements of the jagged array are the arrays again. That's what this means. So declaring a jagged array, it is very easy. So if you want to declare, so just declare int square brackets open close and again open close. So and equal to int new int of, you have to declare the first element size. Okay, the remaining element means the base array, the starting array size you have to declare. So here we have declared new int of 3, and the second inside the elements they will also be arrays, right? So those arrays you can declare later point of time the size. Okay, so that is how it is defined. In my initializing jagged arrays, you can see the step here, the int jagged array. So at the first step declaring jagged arrays, I have given size 3. Okay, here initializing jagged arrays means the elements of an array, again they are arrays. So we need to declare the size of those arrays. They can be varied. Okay, one you can give 2, another you can give 4, another you can give 6. So not all the arrays will have same length and width. Okay, that's what jagged arrays. We can also initialize something like this by directly the values. You can initialize like single dimensional arrays, right? So there we saw how to initialize with values. So the same way we can give here. Okay, we'll see an example for these jagged arrays. Okay, here what I will do, I will do some 5. I will take 5 minus I. Okay, I will take like that, and again here also 5 minus I. Here also 5 minus I. So I am taking a length of dynamic length for each value, again that is the int, right? So the maximum length of inner arrays I am taking 5. It will be reduced by the loop iterates. Okay, so now I'm going to run this program. So it is jagged arrays. Okay, 0 comma 0 1 2 3 4 5. Now the first one we are taking 5 elements, next one will be only 4. Okay, 6 7 8 9. Again it started the index from 2, means the third array came 10 11 12. So you can see how the elements are given. Okay, so to better understand this example, again I will write in matrix form. Okay, three job arrays. So the entered elements, you can see the first line it has 5 elements, second line it has only 4, and third line it has only 3 elements. Means that's how the jagged arrays works. When you take the multi-dimensional arrays, it has a fixed length and fixed width. Means each dimension will have the same number of elements. But in jagged arrays, you can have a different length, whatever length you want, you can have in that. That's what the jagged arrays. And we have the finally in our concept we have mixed arrays. Okay, mixed arrays were there till 3.5. Now from 4.0 they removed it because they are no they are very less used. Very less means very rare we use mixed arrays. They are the combination of multidimensional and jagged arrays, so there is no need of mixed arrays now because that is anyway removed from 4.0. Okay, anyway you guys are going to work with 4.5 framework or 4.0, so there is no need of this mixed arrays. That's why I'm not discussing about mixed arrays. Okay, is that fine? Okay, okay, now we will discuss about few methods available with arrays. Okay, so I stopped two methods in my previous classes. One is for each loop, and then from the strings classes I stopped. I didn't explain you the split operation. Okay, these two are very much important, and the for each loop you use daily many times in your programming life. You have you will use this for each loop very much in your day-to-day life. Okay, so we'll see first the for each loop. Okay, so the for each loop mainly uh, use it to iterate through the elements from a collection. Okay, so the any collection that implements INumerable or INumerable interface. Okay, so what is this INumerable means? This INumerable is an interface that provides a default methods for the collections implemented from these interfaces. Those are sort and for each. By default it enables you to iterate through each element of a collection. So and then sorting, and then listing, viewing, joining. These are the default methods available with INumerable. Okay, so a simple example is here. You have string Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. The values are given. Okay, for each string in days. So here days is the collection. You can say it is a string collection. So we have collection of strings in the days, right? So that's why we call it as collection. And it is in all the string all the arrays in C sharp, they are derived from INumerable interface. So by default they are enabled to parse by for each loop. So for each loop what it will do, it will fetch each element starting from the start element to end element. uh, it will fetch each element and it will enable you to process that element. Okay, so here in days we have Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. Okay, so what it will do for each string day in days means first it will fetch the very first element in the array, that is Sunday. So Sunday value will be placed in day. So day variable. So this variable you can process and you can do whatever operation you want. So here I am showing, means I am writing to output what is that, and same way for the second iteration it will get the second element, third iteration it will get the third element, until all the elements are finished. This for each loop will execute. Okay, that's what the use of for each loop. So whenever in an array you don't know the length of that array and you want to process that array, that time you can use this method. Okay, but if you don't know the length of the array, means what you can use otherwise, dash dot length, that's what you use normally. Okay, that is not required when you are using for each. So this makes a developer life very easy, so that you can iterate through each element. This is very much important looping concept in C sharp. So every day you use it. Okay, we will see with an example. So I am taking some 10 elements to insert. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now I am asking for the methods to use. So if you see my program here, the very first one is I am just printing the output. Okay, for each int I in array. That's it. It will process each element, it will fetch each element, and it will give you a handle to process that element. So what I am doing here, I am just printing it to output. I will do 1. So it has given the same way whatever I entered, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and this method is repeating. So I am asking again which method you want to execute. Okay, I will keep this window on and I will go to the method explanation. We will see. Okay, array.sort. This method is used to sort our elements. So in that array, you have many elements. Okay, you want to keep them in some order. You can use array.sort method. Okay, so this will sort all the elements in an array. So intentionally I entered here all the elements in reverse order. If we use this sort method, it will sort all the elements and it will give you the right order. Okay, this is used to sort the elements, and it internally uses comparable interface to compare each element and return the sorted array. Okay, I am giving 2, and you can see the result 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that is what array.sort method. Okay, so any doubts on these two methods, or you guys are good? So I hope you guys are good. So you can direct, the syntax is very simple for array.sort. So array is the class, dot sort is a method, and you just pass your method, your array to that method. It will sort the array and it will place the elements, sorted elements into the same array, and you can process those elements. Okay, whatever way you want. Now we have index of, same like as we see in strings, here also the array.index of works in the same way. If you pass an element to it, array and an element of the array, it will give you the right position of that element where it is available. Okay, you have same way like strings, we have array dot last index of also. So where this element last occurred, that also will be given by your array dot index of last index of. Okay, so we will see this with an example. So anyway, our window is live. Okay, I will use 4 index of. So enter a number to find 1 to 10. I will give 8. So the number found at the position 7. You can see the output. Okay. So if I give again 4 and if I give some number 11, the entered cannot be found in array 1. That's what the message. Okay, that is index of in our key in arrays. The same way you can use last index of also. So if you have duplicate elements, it will give the last index of the element. Okay, uh, same elements are there in your array. If you want to find where the last similar element can be found, that position will be written by array dot last index of. Okay, then we have copy to function. Okay, what this copy will do is the elements in array 1, if you want to copy those elements to array 2, you can easily copy by using array dot copy method. And it says the length means how many elements you want to copy from array 1 to array 2. Okay, that is what this function. Okay, this is useful where you want to copy only part of, you want to process a part of array. You just copy how many elements you want to second array without disturbing your first array, and you process the second array, the temporary array, and you can get your results. Okay, we will see with an example. So I am giving copy. Please enter the number of elements to be copied not greater than 9. Okay, means the number you have to enter not greater than 9. I am giving only 5. So it returns to, okay, some issue. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this one I have to take only I. Okay, I will enter some random numbers. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 9, 10. What is the number missing? 4. Okay, now I will apply sorting. So we got everything in sorting order, and then I will apply copy. So I will copy first 4 numbers. So you can see the array 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 only printed. If you see my program here, so this one first asking the number of elements you want to copy. Okay, so the length I am reading here, the same length of array I declared array 2. Okay, so here this copy function, if you see array source, array destination, and int length. So how many elements you want to copy starting from 0. Okay, so it copies from this array the first 4 elements whatever I entered. Okay, this is what and how we use the array dot copy. Okay, so any doubts on these array methods, or you guys are clear? There are many methods in arrays, but the most useful methods uh, I am discussing here. Okay, so any doubts, or you guys are clear? Okay, fine. So now we have the final string dot split. This is a method. Okay, so string dot split, what it will do, the split method, you have to pass a character. Based on that character, wherever that character occurs in your string, the front part of it and the before part and after part will be separated, and there will be an array will be returned from this method. Okay, so if you have a string like this is a boy, okay, you have spaces between each word. So if you want to separate each if you want to get the words in an array which are separated by space, what you can use is string dot split. In those brackets you just put some space in double in single quotes. What it will do, it will return all the words in that state in that sentence in the form of array to in the form of array. Okay, so this one we'll see with an example. Here string split 5. Please enter string to execute the operation. So comma I am using. Hi, hello, how are you? These are this is my string I have entered, which are separated by comma. Okay, so this statement will be parsed and it will return me some array. Here I will put a breakpoint. So breakpoint I explained you already. You just click on that line and press F9. It will put a breakpoint, and whenever you run the control, whenever the control comes to this particular line, it will allow you to debug. Debug means each line how it is executing and the values at that moment in each variable you can see. Okay. Now I am giving here. So my name, it is hi, hello, how are you? Okay, are you guys able to see my screen? Here whatever I entered in my output window, it is taken into the variable name. Okay, now I am splitting this by comma. So till now name has the sentence. Okay, after the split, the result is a string array of size 5, and each will have the words which are separated by comma. They are positioned into an array respectively. Okay, the comma is removed and the elements are and the words are uh, converted into elements of an array. Okay, now if you parse this one, you will get final output. Okay. So you can see hi, hello, how are you? Okay, they are given in new lines. Okay, this is what the functionality of split. Okay, you have any doubts on these arrays and these methods, you can ask me now. Okay, you guys are good, you understood these concepts of arrays. Okay, so string split, this is mainly used to divide your element. You have a big string. In that string, if you want to divide your string based on a particular character, okay, if you want to separate your string based on a particular character, you can use this split. the meaning of split means separating two elements, right? The same way you are separating your string based on a character passed to this method. Okay, in any programming language you can make the meaning. So you can make the meaning of uh, what I want to say is the split meaning is just separating, right? So whatever words are in our programming language, they meant for the same purpose in programming also. The general meaning of the word that is meant for the same thing it will do in your programming also. You can just make out of the meanings of the words. So here the split also does the same thing. So this is string dot split, so your string will be splitted, but based on what? That's what you are passing here. So a character you have to pass to this method as an input parameter. Okay, that time it will check that entire string. Wherever it finds that particular character, it separates, it splits that string as two parts. So left side is one part and right side is one part, and it will keep it in uh, an array and it will return. Okay, so the same way if you have 10 characters in a particular string you entered, that time it will divide your entire sentence into 11 elements. Means 10 separators means 11 elements are there, right? So the 11 elements will be returned as an array out of this method, as output of this method. Now you understood? So we can see that with this example again. I'm sorry. Okay, now string 5. Okay, I'm entering some string. Hi, hello, how are you? Okay, so if you see my string, it has 1, 2, 3, 4. Four separators are there, means four commas are there. Four commas means five words are there. So when I use this split method, what it will do, it will separate all the words before and after the comma. So for first comma, what it will do, it will bring hi out of this string and it will keep that in an array. And then right side part, again it has comma. So again it process, it will fetch hello and it will keep in another array. The same way it will pick each word before comma and after comma and it will prepare an array of strings and it will return to you. Okay, that you can process here. Okay, so what it has written, as we discussed, it returned all the words before and after the comma as array of strings. Okay, so this is what happened. So after this you can display them. So hi, hello, how are you? Okay, this is what array dot split. So any more doubts, or you guys are good? So I hope you guys are good. So today we'll have an assignment of strings and arrays. Okay, so number one, reverse a given string. Okay, or I will give simply check whether a string is palindrome or not. Okay, palindrome or not. So the condition is palindrome means the reverse of the string is same as actual. I can give you an example for this. Madam. Okay, if you reverse this madam word, it again gives you the same madam. So your program should check whether the given string is a palindrome or not. Okay, this is the assignment, and you should not use note, you should not use string directly. We have string dot reverse is a function is there, so that function you should not use. Okay, you should not use string dot reverse in your program. That is assignment 1. Okay, second is string operations only. So what I can give, so one more I am giving. So I want to reverse a number, reverse a number. Okay, reverse a number means, example, I given 1 2 3 4 and my output should 4 3 2 1. Okay, input I will give that, you should get output 4 3 2 1. Okay, and then third, check whether string is palindrome or not. Erase. Okay, reverse an array. Okay, so you might understood this one, reverse an array. So if I give a series of numbers 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, input output should be 4 comma 3 comma 2 comma 1. Okay, and then sorting an array. Okay, condition sorting an array, condition don't use array dot sort method. Okay, this is the condition. Okay, so these are the 4 assignments I am giving you. Okay, so you have to work on this. So I will give is clues for this. So check whether a string is palindrome or not. You can use character processing strings. We can process like characters, right? We can iterate through strings. That is there in this material. So you can use that. Okay, that is for palindrome. And reverse a number. So numbers here, what clue I can give, you can use divided by and percentage. Okay, these things you can use in reverse number. Okay, I have mentioned the basic arithmetic operators in my second class. There you can use the divided by and percentage modular modular division. These two operators you can use, okay, to reverse a number, reverse an array. So based on the positions, you can do this. Okay, this is reverse an array and sorting an array. Sorting an array means if I give numbers randomly, you have to check whether this means sorting an array, you know, right? Whatever numbers. So I may give some 10 numbers randomly and you have to order them. You have to give me like, so I will give 10, 9, 8 till 1 like that in reverse. You have to give me the order, right order 1, 2, 3, 4 till 10. That is sorting an array. So any more doubts on this? Are you guys are clear? So any doubts or any questions you want to ask on this assignment? So you guys are using this material. You guys are going through this material or videos, whatever. Okay. So you guys are understanding my classes, or any suggestions or any feedback you guys have? So if you are not understanding anything, if I am going very fast, you guys can tell me. Okay, prime numbers program. Okay, so okay, so prime numbers mainly the number whichever is divisible by 1 and itself is called a prime number. Okay, so it can be divisible by 1 or itself. That is called prime numbers. So in that case, you can remove 0 and 1 because there are no other numbers to divide them. Okay, so from 2 we have to start. So 2 is divisible by 1, at the same time 2 is divisible by 2. So divisible by means you have to get the remainder 0. Okay, so here 2 by 1 means 1 twos are 2, so the remainder is 0, and 2 by 2 means 2 ones are 2 and the remainder is 0. Okay, if at the same time 3, if you take 3, 3 by 1 is 1 threes are 3, the remainder is 0. If you take 2 and 3, 2 ones are 2 and the remainder is 1, so it is not divisible by 2. Okay, and if you take 3 now, it is divisible by 3 by 3, it is the remainder is 0, so it is a prime number. Now you come to 4. 4 is 2 by okay 1, anyway every number is divisible by 1, so we will remove that case. Okay, start from 2. So 4 by 2 means 2 twos are 4 and the remainder is 0. So what is the condition? Every number has to every number is divisible by 1 or 0, then only it is 1 or itself, then it is a prime number. Now 4 is divisible by 2, the remainder is coming 0, so it is not a prime number. Now come to 5. 5 is not divisible by any of the numbers from 2 to 4, so it is a prime number. 6 it is divisible by 2 and 3. So that way I want to print first 10 numbers, first 10 prime numbers in my list. Okay, available. Okay, so my program I am asking, so how many you want to print? Okay, how many numbers, how many prime numbers you want to print? Okay, that is first 10 I am taking. So in this the prime numbers 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. Okay, 4 it should not come. 4 is not a prime number. Where it has come. You see that. Okay, here I put a percentage 2 plus 1. Okay, first 10. So here you can see the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23 are 29. So these are not divisible by any number, one or itself. Okay, so my program checks that. So any more doubts, or you guys are clear? Okay, so tomorrow we will discuss about OOPS concepts, object oriented programming, where these are very much important in C sharp, and we will work with that only. So even these programs also comes under OOPS only. You can see the namespace, class, methods, properties, and everything. So from tomorrow we will start with object oriented programming. Then we will move to, after that we will move to Windows Forms. Okay. From there we will move to some other things. Okay. So any more doubts till now so far? Are you guys are clear? You guys are understanding? You guys are understanding my teachings? Or any trouble? Am I moving very fast? Any feedback you can give me so that I can correct to let you understand very clearly and learn the things very quickly. I will help you. Anything if I want, if you guys feel that I have to improve, please tell me. I will rectify myself that. Okay, so today I am closing my session here. Okay, tomorrow we will discuss about OOPS concepts. Okay, thank you guys. Bye. See you tomorrow.